Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, riveting, and amazing, spectacular Propagandacast from your host, Imperial Dane, the one, the only master of propaganda, hero of psych, defender of the fatherland, off here to a glorious 1v1 on Bocage. In the north, it is Pax Ajax, fighting for the Red Army, the Soviet Union, Comrade Stalin, here with the 10th Mechanized Corps, with urban defense, scout motor, and Lend Lease tactics, with triple infantry versus south, it is McBain, fighting for the Wehrmacht, Germany, Deutschland, here with the 3rd Panzer Division with Storm Doctrine, Festering Support, and Mechanized. That's quite the selection of doctrines there, with Machine Gun, Panther, Faust, and Mine Bulletins. And as always, a big hearty thanks to my paid supporters, these champions, these heroes of the Propagandacast. You too can join the ranks by pledging on Patreon or donate by PayPal. We could also join the example of May I Be Me, who has been supporting the Propagandacast with his hard-earned money there. Otherwise, comment, like, share, subscribe, press the bell button. So, doubling up Pioneer MD42 for McBain. Interesting up name, particularly without the infantry company, got double MD42. This is starting to look like a tier 2 rush here from McBain. Haven't seen those in a while. We got Pax Ajax here with Lend Lease tactics, featuring the M4C Sherman, disc-heavy machine guns, guards, assault infantry, the 6 supply truck, and the infantry repair kit. Triple counter there. We'll be interested to see how this goes off for McBain. Definitely been some time since I've seen any kind of these tier 2 rushes. They haven't really been popular in some time, but there was a period where the tier 2 rush of the Wehrmacht was quite popular, since again, you just quickly part the Panzer grenades like vehicles, and then you use some machine guns to really pin your opponents down. But there you go, constant caught here by the MD42 suppressed. Dimitri, actually the only one seemingly getting suppressed. There you go, the rest is reminded that they're under fire as well. Got the Eastern victory point there so far. Second machine team there, probably look like it's going to work with his team. Not uncommon tactically to do. We go for these tier 2 rushes, 2 Pioneers, 2 MD42s, and then 1 MD42 team for each Pioneer team, giving you sort of a fairly flexible team, though of course you still have to be careful. In this case though, it looks like not. Taking up there, MD14s be carefully, got to push for the car on there, MD4 sitting up here, and Pioneers moving eastwards there. Counter, they're trying to route ahead, but straight into the MD42 is not working out well, in particular there for Dimitri, who took a face full of MD42 fire. Machine, they're being overwhelmed, need to get the other machine to assist. Popping into the building. More constant around here, but still got the car on there, just depriving McBain and the German army here of crucial fuel for at least a brief while. Triple conscript engineers there for Pax Ajax. Machine repositioning, sandbags on the car point. Pioneers going to assist as well. Getting a bit dicey here, and we can sort of see the rest here with a tier 2 rush, which is your opponent gets up in a good push. You can sort of struggle to deal with an opponent like this, since your machine gun's not quite great with that infantry to deal with these positions. There you go, machine being overwhelmed again. Pretty dicey stuff here. That said, we got the first Panther squad out, hopefully of many from McBain, since you will need multiples of them. You could of course go for Storm Doctrine for the Jaeger Command Squad to add in some extra stuff there, but overall interesting selection there. Pioneers being westwards, and they're heading towards the east. It's a really good opening in some ways for Pax Ajax so far, really disrupting McBain. He goes for Mechanized at that. Wow, okay. Mechanized. There you go, Panzer going to be squad ready here. Will he go for a fast 250 half-tech? More Panzer guns. I mean, he definitely needs more Panzer gun these, I think, in the longer run, but he needs to equip the ready to get away with, a fast 250 half-track maybe, or lighter Schützen Panzerwagen. Yep. We do get the 250 half-track rush here from McBain. Lots of sandbags here from Pax Ajax, but really rough start in a lot of ways here though from McBain. Really rough start. He's doing what he can here against it, but got to be a bit tough there. Panther squad here catching the counter there out in the open, caught laying down sandbags, and the assault rifles of course overwhelm the front of it, sending them running. Going back to the car point, Panzer going to be advancing it backed up by the heavy machine gun team there. Sehr good, sehr good. Note, assault rifle equipped Panzer gun these were not super common for most of the war. I mean, sure, there might be some cases where they got their hands on a lot of assault rifles, but on paper, it was only really by late 1944-45 that sort of saw any sort of larger numbers there. But in theory, they could have gotten their hand on a bunch of assault rifles, that way equipped themselves. But on paper, late 1944-45, typically initially with the Panzer brigades, they sort of began getting large amount of assault rifles on paper, but even that was a bit of a slow process with a lot of issues. But there you go. After rushing force there, popping in the Pioneers. Typically, they've just been a more heavily equipped Grenadier squad with 2 light machine guns per an 8-man squad rather than just 1. So, little fun fact there. Plus, of course, generally just better training and more physically fit troops. They were typically the highest grade troops that went to the Panzer Grenadiers. Machine setting up, he'll have to rushing forwards. You can pop pioneers at the flame for personally I prefer either Panther grenades though or Stormtroopers long term since they really pack a punch on the move. Guessing we'll be seeing another Panzer grenade squad here soon from McBain here versus Pax Ajax. We should of course have to see there. Anti-tank grenades off. Damage engine, need support there immediately, and these here Panther squad there all getting mowed down here by the conscripts. He's not paying attention, too much going on from McBain. Could get a wipe, but that's going to be really painful. Of course means he's got no infantry here versus Pax Ajax, which is going to be quite unpleasant there, obviously. But perhaps he gets lucky. Oh, talk about luck. Half-track also managed to get out of there somewhat, but he definitely needs more infantry here, more Panzergrenadiere. And Half-track is trying to get out of there. My god, can't this thing move any faster? The engine's blown up, Dummkopf. What do you want me to do? Get out and push? Well, I mean, it would be nice. No Panzer in squad number 2 here. Conquering 40 for decent victory point. Tech there for Pax Ajax. Of course, he's realising he's going to need some anti-tank weapons soon here to deal with any incoming T-70s. Because otherwise McBain's going to be in a lot of trouble. Oh, he's moving too fast there. Too fast, McBain. Too fast. There we go. But they're definitely a bit of a more unique Wehrmacht build so far. Cis 3 divisional field on the way there for Pax Ajax. You can also begin tossing out the assault guards there versus McBain West Machine trying to pursue the engineers there. Half-track got to go once more, popping in the flamethrower pioneers and an infanterie company for McBain. He's actually planning out to go for grenadiers rather than panzer grenadiers. I'm a bit disappointed in that. I mean, obviously I can understand it, but, you know, I do think you should just stick to the Panther grenadiers if I have to be honest. Also, at this point, you really, again, shouldn't be ready for, like, you know, a vehicular push with T-70s or other things. But there you go. Good chance of getting a wipe here, though, again. I think Panther is able to do better, you know, at getting the wipe, but still, this is pretty good, and will be certainly painful there for Pax Ajax. Got the wipe there. Excellent. Unless, of course, you're Pax Ajax, in which case it's anything but excellent. Westward's then before trimming up, and there we go. We do get grenadiers from McBain. Again, bit disappointed in that, but obviously it's his prerogative. I'm not saying it's wrong, but you know, if you're gonna go for like a Panzer Grenadier rush like this, I really feel it should at least get out like 2 Panzer Grenadier squads. I feel like people to a degree sleep on Panther Grenadiers a bit more than I'd like to. Feel gonna get ready on the half track. Will he be able to escape with it again? Actually looks like it. Quite impressive. They're in fact very close to Veterans who won that, at which point he can start reinforcing troops around it. Which was their machine could actually push for the western field point. And there you go, like the Mechanized company, Grenadiers squad out there, like machine on the way, and we do get the assault guards out here for Pax Ajax. We shall of course equip them with Thompsons or with bazookas. Pack 40 there though for McBain. Fun fact by the way, the Surge were not impressed with neither the Thompsons or the bazookas. For the Thompson in particular though, I think it was primarily just the issue with ammunition, since it used larger rounds, which meant less round per magazine, and also just larger magazines, which logistically was not something the Soviets were quite keen on, so they weren't actually big fans of that. The bazookas, I think it might have been something with the weather or some other consideration, but they weren't actually big fans of bazookas either, so it's sort of funny that, you know, the Guards Assault Infantry has both. Panzer was engineers coming down there with the Sturmgewehr 44. Conscripts round it. Guards move straight for the western victory point. Pack 40 out there. Straight into the machine gun. Oh, close one there. They almost got off that grenade assault. Almost. And there you go. Pinned down. They're not going any further anytime soon. So yeah, Pax Ajax like a hit with the T-70 soon enough. He could also try and take hit. There we go. Let's go for the T-70. He could also take down rush for something else. McBain going for the 222 armored car now. Interesting choice there. Again, I feel like he should be pushing in more infantry first. Well, honestly, at this point, like, if you're going to go for more light vehicles, I honestly think you should just go for another half track, then stuff the Panther grenadiers on it, because I mean, 250 half tracks would actually, I think, give McBain a significant, you know, mechanized advantage versus his opponent in a lot of ways. Plus, of course, he could then have 2 sources of reinforcement at the front line, which, you know, well, he would have had it if he hadn't, you know, tossed away the half track like that. But, you know, again, armored car out. And again, it's a fine choice, but honestly, a part of me thinks, you know, and this might be just the more daredevil part of me, my inner blitzkrieg warrior, but, you know, 250 half tracks would have been pretty sweet. I'll wait. T-70 out there for Pax Ajax and the Red Army. McBain has got a pretty good position so far, though. partly again due to the half-tanks, partly due to the machine guns. While double MD42s can be tricky for some players to handle, you know, against the enemy can also be quite effective. In fact, I've seen some players that tend to slightly get very, very frustrated against the player who uses two machine gun teams, particularly they're good at using them actively. But there you go, Thyssen strikes for the Red Army, tearing into the Panther Grenadier escort. Armored car fire there, raiding into the centre. There we go. Pack also landing some great hits. Scarpa pushing forwards. Thompson's almost done. Going to finish off that season there. Goes straight into the field gun and could see another armored vehicle that knocked out for McBain. Pioneers clipping about that. Conscript Scarpa moving forwards, and did he merge? No, just briefly looked like it. Pioneers need to get up before the Guardsmen absolutely hose them out of existence, and that's too late there. A minor loss there for McBain and Deutschland. Still, he's retained good back patrol here. Pax Ajax is struggling a bit versus McBain. This is great for the Germans. We get another grenadier escort there for McBain. Back here, nothing further going there for Pax Ajax. Could try another T-70 here. Could also go for mortars. Another gas assault squad. Could also, I don't think, with a significant assault contingent to maybe break through there. No, we do get the heavy machine gun team. That's also pretty good, obviously. Machine holding up here, a bit low on health. Hey Jürgen, I think you're bleeding a bit too much than usual. Are you sure? Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to bleed out of your nostrils like that. I mean, a bit of nose bleeding fine, but I can't help but feel that's a bit too much. Maybe I should see a medic. Yeah, maybe, if you can find one. Thyssen ring out there for Pax Ajax. Please ring out there, catching the Thyssen with the Panther fire straight from frontal armour. Very good there. Spotting shot on the armoured car there for McBain. And there you go, Panther's catching the field gun, but then they're caught by a guard squad, and the conscript there get battered right in the midst of them, and well, you're in Dimitri, so you won't have to worry about anything anymore ever again. Panther what they're gaining 82. Excellent, but need to retreat for the guards, but completely host them out, and there you go, gaining veterans who won the process. Give them a bit of self-healing there. Enemy is suppressed. Western port seeing some progress there from Pax Ajax, very good. And there you go, troops met by intense machine gun fire here from McBain as contemplate on flank here. I think he tried for deeper flank here, to be honest. Trying to that way outmaneuver McBain here. Sadly, they're a bit too slow here, and the results are quite painful. Thyssen knocked out. Great kill there for McBain here versus Pax Ajax. Great kill. Definitely leaves Pax Ajax feeling a bit more awkward. At this rate, I'd honestly expect to just push for the Mechanized Armour Company and try and get it for the Shermans. Knocked out the armor core of the field. Great hit here. Also finding more progress in the west. Very good. But I definitely feel like you should consider a mortar like versus an opponent like McBain with like multiple mortars or machine guns. I mean, a mortar can be quite handy, particularly with the good smoke screen. It could allow him to make a rapid push, which McBain then may not quite be ready for to receive. Police, of course, with damage guards. Assault squad catching the gun, these pushing them back. Tech on the way there for McBain, very good, thumbs up. He's pushing for the centre, looking for mines. Guards retreating there, have encountered the field gun head on. We got Bartman, the West machine about to get outmaneuvered here by McBain's infantry. Spearheading on the way here for the 3rd Panzer Grenadier Division. Almost got the MD42 team. That's a pretty close call there, though, for McBain. He got kind of lucky there. That could have been a full what, in which case Pax Ajax would obviously run off for that MD42 team. Back here, I definitely think we want to start getting that tech going here versus McBain before McBain hits him with the tanks. Oh, flamethrower destroyed, but the Pioneer actually survived. That's actually kind of lucky there. It can happen, by the way, but it's super rare it happens. It is super rare.
Enemy forces are capturing our supplies.
Feeling about him before the team almost got a wipe. Definitely McBain here making a mistake with the machine out there close, but everyone knows the field guns about here. Also got the troops moving up, they're increasing the chance of getting the wipe. There you go, he's taking the long route here. I think that's very simple, McBain. Realizing again the situation is bad, he's still trying to make the best of it by taking the long route. Oh! And then he just kind of drops the ball and hands the machine gun over to the Pax Ajax. Alright, I think the coast is clear. Now I make it run. Oh, scheiße. And then dead. Mechanized and Lend for Pax Ajax. But this is really huge there, though, for Pax Ajax there with the MU-42 team. Probably should retreat there first before handing over to the Germans again. Still quite a handy bit of weaponry there, and that's going to make things harder here for McBain's infantry. Nice flank here, the machine gun team that obviously has its flanks exposed, but could be a problem here for McBain. Mechanized and Company ready, troops reinforcing. You could try and just reinforce the conscript faster than merge from the guardsmen. And there you go, McBain with a Panzerkampf firing fear, machine gun on the carve point. Lots of rash from there, telemines here, by the way, from McBain, thumbs up to that. In the west here we got the heavy machine team falling back after a flank from the Panzergrenadier. A lot of action here, a lot of maneuvering. Few dull moments here between Pax Ajax and McBain. And he actually grabbed the second MU-42 team. Oh my god, that is definitely a bit of a bad look there for McBain. Great though for Pax Ajax. I mean, that gives them a huge helping hand versus McBain. Obviously not just removing the infantry obstacles there with the machine gun, but also, you know, suppressing McBain's infantry and dealing with support weapons. Panther 4, this should be of help, but still not great there for McBain. The match has now, I think, swung much more grossly in the favour of Pax Ajax. But again, the Panther 4 will certainly be of some help, adding the spotting support as well. Thumbs up. More Grenadiers there for McBain. Still not more Panzergrenadier. I still would like to see more of those. Personally, going quite a bit of MU-42 team. That said, a bit exposed to my own health. They might want to be careful with that one. We do get perhaps a Molotov here from Pax Ajax infantry, and we get a field gun here. That's a pretty good idea. There's we got the Panther 4 rushing forwards here for McBain and Deutschland direct to the machine gun team here, and that's going to be a wipe here, I think, unless he gets ultra lucky, which could happen, but didn't. There we go. Going to hit behind field gun anti-tank grenade combo on the Panther 4. He's getting a bit out of the fighting on the west side. We got a great push with Pax Ajax. Realizing again what his opponent's main focus is, he gobbles up the western side there beautifully. 2 thumbs up, that's Pax Ajax, though again, handing back the MU-42 team there is perhaps less great. I'm sure McBain appreciates the thought. Hey Jürgen, ja, I think this Maschinengewehr smells of vodka. Yeah. More pioneers there for McBain. Got the guards assaulting for their close vetting too. Was the Panzergrenadier, vetting 2 in fact gained. But that said, he's making some mistakes actually running around too much in front of the Panthers, allowing them 3 shots. And they gained the ace level, so that was a pretty mixed mistake. We do get the grenade assault, but I think she just like stopped up and just engaged them head on, while he still had some damage to deal there. But by now, the Panthers just gained the ace level and just won the engagement easily. About to run them into the mine though, and almost get them wiped. Oh, I managed to avoid that, for now at least. Guys assaulting for them being pursued aggressively, almost got the wipe here, field gun there. Got a hit down the Panther 4. But we got the Panzergrenadier going straight for them. Panther 4 down to half health. Guards assault squad survived here. The pursuit, the gauntlet, delivered by McBain. Machine gun and the troops here. It's complete chaos. Pandemonium. Rather aggressive flux between McBain and Pax Ajax. Panther almost knocked up, but the Panthers are doing what they can, getting the field crew, exterminating every single one of them except for... well, even Dimitri apparently got killed. How the hell? They were running. Like, did someone just, like, you know, swing the assault rifle behind and just shoot them while even looking, just getting the kill? Hey, nice trick shot, Fritz. Danke. Anyways, he's going to need more armor, and he really should consider more Panzergrenadier. So considering how he's, you know, operating tactically, the Panthers just make more sense than the Grenadiers, to be honest. Yet for some reason insisting on them. Pack Rhythm caught with assist for the official field gun. And soon Pax Ajax Abigail can go for the M4C Sherman. Got almost 10 points to the Grenadier, but McBain is really on the defense right now. He again lost of the machine guns. And other stuff that's really been helpful here for Pax Ajax. Even if he got one back again. Sherman there, halfway done for Pax Ajax. On the west here, we got the comps being pushed back with the Grenadiers. We got 327. Whoa, that tree went past really fast. And 236 here for Pax Ajax. Another grenade assault here. Grenades all over the place. Chucking a lot of RGD or RG, was it RD42 grenades. Got the MCHA out there for Pax Ajax and the 10th Mechanized Corps. Panther rolling out there for McBain. May want to consider Sturmgeschütz here as the MCHAs, in particular if Pax Ajax starts to get down to larger numbers, he will need firepower to match. Almost getting in the ace Panther Grenadier here, but the Panther 4 saves the day somewhat. Shem rushing forwards here, going straight for the Grenadiers out in the open, no 50 cal added, definitely should get around to doing that on top there. And a mine goes off there, almost wiping out the Grenadiers. Sturmgeschütz 3 aus von Gear there for McBain, 2 thumbs up, sehr gut. Pioneers moving forwards, Panther falling back here for McBain. Pushing out in the open, there's them. The Panther 4 now going, these Pioneers being swarmed. We got the M4 through the team backing up, and the theoretically a Pioneer squad was served there. Shem directly hit there by the Pack 40, quickly disengaging. Very sensible there. I still feel like Pack 88 would benefit nicely from some artillery here versus McBain. Again, a mortar, just very nice cost efficient version of it. But obviously could also get away with the Katyusha. And there goes straight to the Telemine here, knocking out the tank. Once more proving that Telemines are really good to put down. So thumbs up there to McBain. Incendium are almost wiping out here McBain's pack crew though. The Stu is right about done. But that was definitely a bit of a blow this Pax Ajax. And kinda, you know, removes that advantage Yellows had here versus McBain now. Which is great for McBain, obviously. That could be a wipe here, I think, unless it gets supremely lucky again, and you know, can't rule that out. And apparently McBain's Panther did it again. So don't call me Lucky Heinz for nothing. Anyways, coming full strength for the MB42, more Pioneers here for McBain. Panther 4 being hauled back there for repairs, so of course it can use the vehicle critical repair ability to speed it up a bit there. These not quite Pioneers for it. Stuke 3G there with the spotting scope. Could add a pin machine to it in my opinion. Guard pushing forwards here for Pax Ajax. Straight for the Carpon there. You could consider the supply truck just having the fuel there and, you know, help push out more tanks versus McBain. That could be another to consider. And another Guards Assault Squad I think could also work out quite well there. For Mr. Pax Ajax. I think that could be a fairly good addition as well. Quick grenade assault here, popping out the other door though. Not a bad idea to try and bait him into them though. In this case, the McBain was a bit sharper there than Pax Ajax. Panther 4 trying to support the Westerners push here, but the Gunners will rout it. Got some truthfulness in there. Go film crew being utterly exterminated here by the Panzer Grenadier as Oberker fighter Lucky Heinz orders their death. And there you go, entire film crew just exterminated by these Panzer Grenadiers. They are really good at clearing out support weapons. They're just good at quick killing anything, you know, squishy at best to defeat, which is why I like them. Almost got the machine crew there. Bit of maneuvering, and these guards been pushed back. Got the eastern car point. Our victory point almost secured again. We got 219 to 236. Another empty there for Pax Ajax. Guards from there in for a hell of a run here. But there you go, big flank going for the field on which McBain is trying to run off with. There you go, cleared out the film crew. Punchers counter-attacking here. Lots of back and forth action now between McBain and Pax Ajax again. Ignis in the middle of the bloody mine. We could see a grenade here being chucked on it in theory here. Or the field take it off, but there you go. Field gets with it, and the Panther 4 Ignis wiped out here, I think, by the 8 Panther Grenadiers. And no, didn't happen. The counter squad, I think, is toast. And yes, dead. Panther 4 being hauled back. 8 Panthers there with 41 kills, charging ahead here. But now Pax Ajax time to run out of infantry. That's going to be a bit significant issue, and he really should replace it. And again, I would, probably recommend some assault guards. Mining up Western Point, though, there's a good idea there by Pax Ajax. Got thumbs up for that. Grenadier advancing up the centre. And there you go. The second sham there for Pax Ajax. The M4C. MB4 opening up with the troops there, pushing them back. We got the Ace Panzer Squad there behind the wreckage of the Sherman. Panther running ahead here. 8 kills, about 21. Stug now, of course, on the move once the enemy tank has been confirmed there. Could have used it against enemy infantry with the pinnacle machine on it, to be honest, though. People, I think, tend to underestimate just how useful it can be. Not amazing, obviously, but it still adds some pressure and get some kills in there, to be honest. To be fair, feel coming about here. Guessing Mr. Pax Ajax will consider another field gun first here versus McBain, though he really also should consider machine again. I would strongly recommend the Molten. Obviously, McBain could also benefit from artillery either being a howitzer or a mortar. He could also try and take for the Panther effort, but honestly, that just seems kind of inefficient. Guards assault squad, the flank in the east level, and Panther squad there once more gets away. Lucky Heinz once more just makes it off. Oh, and he's in trouble. There we go. Could have got a wipe here with the assault guards, and down they go. Showing them being hauled back. Assault guards pushing forwards here. McBain's centre is in peril as the charging guards can just move down everything before them. The pack crew there firmly trying to get away, but they are no match, and they are exterminated by the guardsmen. We're up with 26 kills, 27 the Pioneers are being slaughtered as well there. It is a massacre of German infantry. This centre has been left rather weakened here after that assault. Unless he loses the... And if he doesn't lose the assault guards, that's going to be, I think, a pretty good push then the end for Pax Ajax. Especially when someone either get his hands on the Pack 40 or at least destroy it and deny it to McBain. That said, he still needs more infantry and probably more tanks as well, so it's obviously not all smooth sailing here for Pax Ajax, but he is definitely starting to deliver some more harder hitting blows there upon McBain. Yeah, ace level there, 29 kills. That is some pretty potent assault troops. Westwards, there we got a green squad coming up there. That's it, the Panther still working there, 42 kills to them. Wiping it off on the machine team, but not doing too much here versus Pax Ajax start frontline infantry. The Western machine team with the Grenadiers. Panther doing in there, go flanking the Sherman. Grenadiers pinned down to the ground, screaming for help. Direct hit by the figure on the Stug 3D, and these two machine guns, the units there. Sherman flanking the Grenadiers, going for the wipe here, but they do successfully escape with the looks of it. Panther squad hit caught and routed. This time, no fun time for McBain's Panzer Grenadier. Except for Dieter, who actually enjoys being shot at for some reason. Tier 4 here for McBain. Interesting choice there. Guess he wants something bigger. Could be a Panther, could be a Sturm Panzer. Could also be a bit bananas and try and go for a Panther. Meanwhile, Pax Ajax, they're being told in more tanks, though he really needs more infantry. And again, I would strongly recommend some guards, assault troops there, since, I mean, they can't really do a lot of damage. I'm surprised they're not trying to pull more of them, since they could make things much, much more difficult for McBain's support weapons, just alone. Ground less than point to your back. Feeling bombarding, using the Stug as a spot. I mean, that's not a bad idea. And there you go, machine crew there, utterly slaughtered. Got destroyed there, I think, if they can hit. Ooh, apparently no one can hit, except that Sherman crew. Close fence one on that one. Got the assault guard from forward, but they didn't caught with the Panther for that, unless they're bazookas, in which case you're great, but otherwise, they need to get out of there fast. Got the disco bag in action there versus McBain's infantry. We got 210 versus 166. And a nice rifle grenade against the machine crew there. Almost wipes it out again. 2 kills on that Sherman crew, almost fetching 2-1. Her machine crew there once more exterminated. Another attempt by the Stug to destroy it, but instead ends up killing some squirrels. Lee second Sherman forward here. Grenadiers Panthers blocking on the way. Sherman though does not give a master's back. There go Fritz and Dietrich crashed there beneath the Sherman's treads. More grenades off, and ooh, those Panthers there. Could they finally meet their end? Do they finally get killed? And finally, Pax Ajax is able to wipe the ace Panther grenadiers with his ace assault guards. And there you go, McBain decides he needs a Panther. A Panzerkampfwagen 5. Need to fix up the Sherman, but you know, good there. And he goes for another heavy machine gun team. I mean, that's not bad, but honestly, I would recommend, I think, just the assault guards instead, but that's just me. Panther for the Red Sheet 2. Definitely a bit of blow there too. McBain needs to replace his infinite loss as well, and would definitely recommend Panther going to do that. I mean, they really did some incredible damage here, the two Pax Ajax. I mean, those were practically heroes. Well, villains? You know. They definitely did some heavy lifting. Fix up the Sherman. Panther almost done there for McBain. Telemina down. Not a bad idea there, obviously. Could definitely take the steam out of a third armed assault here against McBain. Or could be shot, shot at by a tank and then set off onto some infantry to cause further casualties. Panther down to half health. Need to be careful there. Panther though has arrived to McBain and for Deutschland. Guards assaulting from there being absolutely pummeled out in the open. They need to retreat them now before they are wiped for all eternity. Oh dear, Pax Ajax. Get them out of there. Get them out of there. Smoke screen down. Oh, nice. Actually using some smoke to support the attack. Thumbs up here, though. I don't think he's been checking for mines. Sherman knocked out. Definitely not the most well-executed attack there. I do appreciate the thought of trying to throw down smoke, but again, the execution left a few things to be decided. He's also finding the HVAC rounds, which fire slowly. It's like he needs penetration against most of this stuff, I think. Well, except the Panther, which is now there. Oh, and the Duke only got abandoned. That's pretty lucky there for McBain, and certainly a bit unlucky for Pax Ajax. 35 kills there on the Ace Guardsman. Panther pushing straight 40 into the field guns line of fire. Oh, it just got ordered to reposition right at the right time there for McBain, that is. Sherman can shoot for the Panther. Good shot there. Almost got the Sherman there. Another hit though from the Sherman and the Panther. Anti-tank grenade off there, and the Sherman is kaput. Panther could actually set the film through the machine at this range. There you go. Denying Pax Ajax and any way of destroying the Panther if he then destroys it with the Panther's main gun. Pax Ajax realizes what's going on. Charges in the conscript to deny it. That faith here, but even then, the machine guns could still do it at close range. Could still do it. Oh, it looks like he's going to do it, and he's going to then finish it off. No! Oh, he did it. He just did it. Narrowly. Panther going forward here for McBain. 22 kills, halfway to the ace level. Still coming back here for McBain. Field gun on the way there for Pax Ajax, but the situation is now looking fairly grim here. Fairly grim. McBain there holding the Panther back for much needed repairs. Mines was out here, obviously helps with repair bonus as well. Could consider some more pioneers, I don't think it'd be a bad idea. He could also go for a command tank now, but I probably still would recommend a Panther in his squad. But again, there are some options that he could consider nonetheless. And the Western Machine Gun Valiant defending the Western Vector point here from any incursions by McBain, at least head on. Panther fixed up once more on the roof. He used the vehicle critical repair ability there. Thumbs up to McBain for using that ability. And then gets caught with the conscripts. 8 kills on the Panther gun firing from the East Machine that pushes back the machine gun team there, right outside Pax Ajax base. Oh, the indignity. Panther rushing forward, sit close to the ace level, constantly bombarded, field gun setting up. Panther out in the west here, I think scouting out for any other things. We can mow down some machine guns. We'll have to see what Pax Ajax does next. I'm guessing another tank, but now Pax Ajax just feels like the situation is spiraling out of his control here. He's short infantry, he's short in armor. The only thing he's not short of is Germans to kill. So we'll have to see what McBain does. Will it be the command tank? Starting to look like not. Could be Sturmpanzer, could be a Panzerwerfer, could even be like another Panther. He's feeling a bit cheeky. Panther is coming up in the west, doing another set of critical repairs. Bit of an anti-tank against the Stuke, doesn't do much. The spotting scope's almost done again. There we go. Critical repair on the Panther 4. Thumbs up. Almost fixing up the Panther on its own. I mean, at 35 munitions, that is, I think, pretty cheap. And then the other Panther, damaged engine again, hitting a mine. Just after they fixed all the damage. Alright, now everything is good to boom. Go. I hate this war. And I hate this Panzer. Sturmpanzer there for McBain. The Sturmpanzer 4. We got 172 versus 112. Another field on there from Pax Ajax, looking to once more stabilise and begin pulling out tanks once more versus McBain. Though again, he would recommend benefit, I think, from some more troops. And again, Guards assault infantry, I think, would just have more impact at this stage of the game. Some good flanks. Panther rolling ahead here from McBain, straight at the machine gun team there. Panther could, of course, push in as well. Field gun there being outmaneuvered here at this rate. Panther for the 30 kills. Flanks the field gun troop there. Making short work with his machine guns and his main gun. Got the Panther driving there. Stroop supporting as well. Green machine in the south primarily though. Almost got the field crew here. Third infantry dropping dead left, right and centre. Almost got it. And the Sturmpanzer is ready. Got 166 versus 112. Pax Ajax continues to fight, but the situation is definitely looking a bit bleak. North of Victor Point, fuel pumping ceased. The Victor Point has in fact already fallen to the Germans. Stuck sitting out there with 4 kills. Panther falling back. Sturmpanzer sitting out there for McBain. Guardsmen as the Grenadiers.
Our opponents are seizing the sector.
There goes right with the Guardsmen. 38 kills to their name. We got 166 on 104. Heavy hit there from the Sturmpanzer. Killing multiple conscripts and the rest are rather, well, demoralised I suppose. Panther veterans who won 11 kills. 166 was 100. Things are really sounding full out control here for Pax Ajax. I think chances of winning this now are pretty slim. I suppose it's never impossible, but at this point it's going to need divine intervention, I think. Absolutely need divine intervention. There you go. One from crew, they exterminate it. And that Pax Ajax is out. GG, game over here. Victory for McBain, a victory for Deutschland. A nice little fight here with some slightly rarer strategies and such from McBain at least. Though again, I feel like he would have gone for some more punch grenadiers sooner. And again, Pax Ajax could have done more guardsmen and maybe a mortar and some more flanking. But I would say pretty good match there. So I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it. This is Imperial Links and cheers. Thank you for watching. Till tomorrow again for a nice episode. Bye.